Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Sarah Renee Stepney, and in today's video we are going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself. If you haven't already checked out my video on the stories that we tell ourselves, make sure you check that one out first because this is actually the sequel. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. Let's go ahead and jump on in. So, how to reinvent yourself. First, you need to think about what is the reason that you want to reinvent yourself? Why is it that you want to change, and what is it that you are going for? Let's say you're living a lifestyle that is less than desirable for you specifically. So for me, it would be living in a very low, dense, vibrational reality with people who do not resonate with me. And who do not understand me and understand me as a being. So if I wanted to get out of that situation, what I would need to do is I would need to first become conscious of the way that I am living and how I got there in the first place. So sometimes it cannot be your fault. You might be born into this type of situation. And you might be like 18, so you're like at that age where you're like, well, I can move out now. So just think about how you got into the state that you are currently in. And then the next thing would be to become consciously aware of that, accept that it happened, and then start to develop a plan to raise your vibration and get out of that situation. So by doing that, you have to tap into your heart space. You have to become familiar with your essence. So for me, just for an example, for me, in high school growing up, I had many different stages. For this one, let's just say I was very egotistical in a sense, and I felt like I had to display my dominance, which is so funny because I am so soft now. I'm so soft. Oh my gosh. But I would have to I would act like I was tough and stuff, and this was because people would have really mean, hurtful things to say. And so that was something that I would do as a way to protect myself. That was my ego trying to protect me from what it perceived as harm, which could have escalated to it, but it didn't. But what it perceived as harm. So I also have a video on ego versus soul. So make sure you check that one out as well. I'll leave it in the corner up here. But that was my ego trying to protect me in that situation. But in the end, what I had to do is I had to discover who I was, who I really was at my center, at my heart space, my ultimate, authentic, true self. Because most of the times, what we do is we believe that we are our personality. We are not our personality. We are not our personality, which is an extension of our ego. But we are not our personality, and our personality is just like a show in essence that we put on for other people to try and connect with them. It's a version of our soul expression, but it is going through the filter of our ego, and we go more into depth in this in that video. I did it with a partner. His name is Reggie Dixon. Make sure you check out his channel as well. But yeah, so the ego is a version of our soul expression, but it is just filtered through the ego. But yeah, so what I had to do was I had to get back in touch with my heart space, and this is what you need to do as well. You need to stop identifying as these character traits that don't actually resonate with you at your soul level, because a lot of the times we we act out in ways that we think that others actually want us to act. Like, have you ever been around a friend and are a certain person, a certain friend, and then you go and you're with another friend and your energy changes and shifts, which I'd like to know is a form of shape shifting, because you're literally shifting your energy to match their vibration. But by doing that, you are changing your energy. You are not necessarily in your home frequency, although it can be a version of that, but you are changing your vibration to match and align with someone else, because you are, at some degree, you are thinking that is how they want you to act. When in essence, let's say it's someone from like grade school, high school, whatever, we all grow, and we don't necessarily expect people to stay the same. We all change. So it's very unlikely that they're still expecting you to act in that way. And if they do, then they're probably still in that mindset. And maybe you should get a new group of friends. But yeah, so what you need to do from there is you need to really get comfortable and familiar with your essence, your absolute essence. And this is without everybody's projections of who you are. Discover yourself through meditation, which is the easiest way to do it. And once you do this, you will connect with your spirit, you will connect with your soul, and you can connect with your guides, and your guides can help you in the best way possible. They can help guide you through this transition into becoming a new, reinvented version of yourself. So I would suggest visiting your guides in meditation daily until you get comfortable with your soul. And in these meditations, ask yourself, like, who am I at my essence? Who am I at my most authentic version of myself? What are the things that I like? And then once you get an answer, you need to act on those things. Act on those things that that are coming to you, thoughts, feelings, ideas. Act on them and pursue them. Let's say if you're let's say you're not like vegan, but you're like having this thought, like, maybe change your diet. That could be the outlet, that could be the channel. Go deeper into that and actually find and discover yourself. Because for me, I this is the funniest thing, I never consciously thought I'd be vegan in my life. I was like the hugest meat eater, and I just never thought I'd go vegan. I even went like pescatarian for like 4 years, and I was like, I'll still never go vegan. And then I was just like, why am I doing this? Why am I still eating this? Like, I'm deciding not to eat these things because I want to be healthier. Yeah, I'm still eating like seafood and dairy. What's the point? But if I wouldn't have listened to myself, if I wouldn't have been like, you know what, it's okay to change. It's okay to change. It's okay to redefine yourself. I would have been stuck in that, doing something that didn't actually resonate with me, just because other people perceived me, not only other people, but I perceived me to be a certain way. And it's not to say that this will always be easy, because it's very unlikely, unless you have an amazing supportive family and group of friends. For me, that wasn't the case. Although my mom, she was just like concerned, as are most of our friends and family. But typically they won't be as supportive because they don't have an understanding of where you're coming from. And don't necessarily get mad at them, because they are doing what they think is best for you, what they have learned. They're pulling from their personal experiences to try and give you advice on your life, but that doesn't that's not necessarily going to work for you, because you are your own soul, you're your own individual, you have your own experiences, and you need to have your own. So, with that being said, it is okay to reinvent yourself. And not everyone is going to be extremely supportive, but as long as you keep following your heart, you will learn more about yourself, and you will start to really have an understanding, and you will change in multiple ways. Once you open one door, it's like many more start to open. So I hope this video helps you guys. Just remember, keep looking for opportunity, keep diving into things that you want, become more open, be willing to expand and try new things. Like for me with my art, I could have just been like, oh, I'm just an acrylic artist, or oh, I'm just a watercolor artist. But if I would have limited myself to that, I never would have discovered that I liked both of them, and I like all types of art. And this just goes for like everything out there. So keep an open mind, be more expansive, and I love you guys. I really do. I hope this video helps you. I'm in the process of creating a new art website where you guys can check out my original arts, and I will have prints coming soon. And I have a lot in work. So I love you guys. I hope this video helps you and resonates. If it does, leave me a comment, and make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, peace out, guys.